Hello and welcome to Nepal Traveller. We're at this edition of the Himalayan Travel Mart by PATA, and we're talking to the organizers, the buyers, the visitors to see what are their expectations, how this fair is going on. See you. So joining me today is Andrew Jones, who's been a great support for Nepal all through these years. So Andrew, what do you think of this edition of the Travel Mart? You've been here for all the other ones.
Yeah, they inaugurated the Himalayan Travel Mart when I was chair of PATA in 2017. So it's always a joy to come back and see the improvements and the developments in Nepal. And I have to say this is probably one of the best editions of the Himalayan Travel Mart. And the people are always wonderful. The buyers and sellers are really international. There's a lot of interest in Nepal now. So I think that's really good for the economy and for the community. And so we want to try and develop the community as well as the business aspects of what we're doing. So I'm here as also part of the PATA Foundation. And so we're trying to see how we can work more with the industry and with the community to develop good and sustainable tourism.
Thank you so much, Andrew, for your insights.
Always happy.
Or views on this edition of the PATA Travel Mart, because you've seen it evolve over the years.
Yes.
What is your ideas and what's your message for this?
The 27 countries, I think around 100 buyers. It's a wonderful event altogether. I have been following this since yesterday, since the inauguration itself. And the enthusiasm that I saw with the buyers, and as I was taking around here in the mart, what I have gathered from our sellers is that there have been quite a number of queries, and looks like the access is more of a problem than what normally people are doing like that. Otherwise, destination-wise and the new tourism products, there have been a lot of queries on that. And in fact, I have met around 20-25 people already, and all of them have done business, no matter how small or big. But yes, they had. And say around 15 buyers they have already met mostly. So I think on the whole, the B2B is going very well. Though it is a little smaller than the last edition, as I understand, but the quality is good. So, and that's what we look for.
And what is your message, sir, for the tourism industry? Because we now with a new government, there's new hopes, there's new ways of looking at things.
Yeah, it's very simple. Everybody says the same thing. The government have to focus more on the European flights. The blacklist got to be waived somehow. Strengthen your national airlines. That's, again, it's a big deal, but it still has to be done anyway. So if these two factors can be settled with priority and say lobbying in the international agencies and with the countries as well. So if this government could come out with some kind of a solution in it, I'm sure that the tourism is going to flourish. Let them only concentrate on those 2 points for the time being. Otherwise, the legislation is already with the parliament, so it will be coming any day. So policy-wise, they do not need to come out with many new ideas. There are a lot of strategies and ideas and master plans or whatever you call it. They are all there. They're only for making easy access to Kathmandu is the utmost necessity. The good news that I was reading this morning was that in Pokhara, which I think that's Dubai, they are interested to fly in. Dubai or something, I think it's Dubai. Anyway, maybe I'm not mistaken. That's a good news.
That's good news. That the airport is being utilized.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your thoughts.
It's my pleasure.
Joining me in conversation is Mr. Vikram Singh, General Manager of Aloft. So Vikram sir, how do you see this edition of the PATA Himalayan Travel Mart?
I think it's good. It's exciting to be here. I think this is one of the first major fairs that we are having in Nepal. I think a lot of participants across the board. So good signs for what's about to happen next.
And when you look at the tourism industry, what are your hopes? What are your aspirations at this moment?
I think the hopes are like everybody is else is in Nepal, and so are the aspirations. That better quality of tourists, more tourists, and all of us doing well across the board, whether it's 5 stars, 4 stars, 3 stars, or anybody associated with tourism, really.
Thank you so much for your insights. Joining me now is Mr. Deepak Raj Joshi, former CEO of the Nepal Tourism Board. Deepak ji, how do you see the significance of this edition of the Himalayan Travel Mart and in the context of Nepal's tourism situation at the moment?
No, this kind of platform is very, very important. Looking at the scope and the contribution and the impact, we started this Himalayan Travel Mart in 2017, and we are quite happy to note that it is growing very, very, interestingly, because the credibility is there already, and especially for the not only for the business engagement, but also to highlight new products of Nepal, new itineraries of Nepal. For that reason, also this is very, very important. And there are some discussions so that we can learn the new trends in tourism. For example, this year also there was one very special presentation about the adventure scope of adventure tourism from ATA. So that kind of so many and regenerative tourism, wellness type of things. This kind of new frontiers of tourism were also well discussed in this year's Himalayan Travel Mart.
Thank you, Deepak, for your insights. Thank you so much. Joining me now is Bibu Thakur, immediate past president of PATA Nepal chapter. Bibu Dai, tell us about the Himalayan Travel Mart this from 2017, what's it been like and what's special about this edition?
Well, post-pandemic, we've had a very difficult reconstruction period, and it's been challenging. We've done our best. We've done our very best to bring people together to showcase Nepal as a safe destination. Himalayan Travel Mart is our own homegrown international level category exhibition for tourism. You know, people go out spending millions and millions to promote Nepal in international, trade fairs, which is fine, but it's expensive. Himalayan Travel Mart, you cut the cost, and it's right next door to where you live. Himalayan Travel Mart is a home product. People come to Nepal. We have these fam trips where we showcase our destinations, different destinations, interesting destinations. And so that is how Himalayan Travel Mart has been evolving since 2017. This year, on the 6th edition, for the first time, we have brought Himalayan Travel Mart to Patan, to Lalitpur. And this beautiful venue, the plaza, where only conference events is focused. And right now, there's no hotel attached to the venue. And people seem to be focusing more on discussing, talking, dealing, doing their B2B sessions. So this is a beautiful property, place, and everybody seems happy. When you look around, everybody seems happy. So this is the reason why I say this has been probably one of the most successful. And of course, there are many, many new hotels and properties worth billions of rupees that have come up in the last 5-6 years. These hotels need to be featured. They need to be showcased. As they say, seeing is believing. You have to come here. All these foreign buyers who have come from 27 different nations, they're being hosted by different hotels, and they get to go there and see the place. So next time they'll choose which hotel. They have many, choices. Of course, the DMCs are there. So, the hotel needs to be promoted, and it's helping. It's working in a multifarious way. Trekking, tourism, tours, culture, nature. PATA embraces all the different components of, tourism, hospitality sector. So there's nothing like Himalayan Travel Mart. And I insist that this has to go on in bigger and better scale in the future.
Thank you so much.
And you have been a catalyst.
Thank you so much
He's
for
been a
talking to Nepal
catalyst.
Traveller.
Terence, thank you very much for having me.
Pleasure is all ours.
Yeah, thank you. Namaste.